Welcome to another episode of High Frequency. Today you will meet Mona Purdy, founder of Share Your Souls, a charity that collects shoes to send to all people in need all over the world.
I'm a single mom with 3 little kids, and I was always trying to teach my kids to do good things for others, and it's not where you live or what you wear, it's your character and fit. So I got invited to help a cycling team in Guatemala, and I had no idea where Guatemala was. So I was going to mail them all this cycling equipment, and I found out it was cheaper for me to go. So I went, and I entered a half marathon, and I'm running along this rock road, and little kids were running along the road, and they had no shoes on, but they had like this black goo on the bottom of their feet. And I said to one of the guys, like, what's wrong with their feet? And he said they don't have shoes, so they put hot tar on the bottom of them.
Mona started her charity in her garage and quickly grew her operation into 3 warehouses across the country.
We get thousands a day. And we're trying to teach Americans how to give me shoes. We do not recycle, nor do we repair shoes. So we're trying to ask people, give us gently worn shoes, because they're going to people, they're not going to playgrounds. So that's my biggest obstacle right now, getting quality shoes.
Share Your Souls isn't just about donating shoes. The volunteers get to participate in an environment that gives them a sense of self-accomplishment and opportunity to meet great people.
Like, I want people to come here and have an experience. I want them to leave like confused and sore and overwhelmed and so happy that they've done the right thing for the right reasons. You know, it's kind of like that warm, fuzzy thing that you can't buy it, you can't touch it, but you can sure feel it.
I was recommended by someone who has done work with Mona Purdy before, and here I am. And it's been an awesome experience. Made really good friends, love to work with the kids, love to work with everybody here. It's just a great experience.
My school, Johnson College Prep on 6350 in South Stewart, we were doing a community service trip. It's basically, you know, volunteer to help around, you know, for everybody. So.
But keeping up with the supply isn't easy. Being run by 97% volunteers, she relies on them to help with the large influx of shoes.
It's funny, people come in here and they think, wow, you got it all going on. But they don't realize it's cost me relationships with my 3 kids. You know, instead of going to Disney, we'd go to a third world country. I was getting ready to zip downtown to do a radio show. My daughter goes, well, what are you going to talk about? And I go, well, they want it to be about sacrifice. And she goes, sacrifice? And she goes, well, what have you sacrificed? And I go, well, you know, the trips, being away from, you know, the house, my bed, a bathtub, food, you know, the car, all this stuff, air conditioning. And I go, why? And her eyes welled up. And I go, well, what's wrong with you? And she goes, well, what about us? And I go, what about you? And she goes, what about what we've sacrificed? I go, what have you sacrificed? And she goes, a mother. I've sacrificed not having a mother.
Despite the negative toll that charity has brought to Mona's family, she continues to devote her time to help families walk in better shoes.
It's just doing something small that's huge.